Welcome, a good afternoon to everyone. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms here at number 471 Papanui Road. Mark Morrison is my name. I'll be your auctioneer, helping you guide you through the process here this morning. We're here to do, or this afternoon I should say, we're here to do a couple of things. Firstly, to inform you that the property at number 71 Puriri Street, the owners of the lovely home have accepted an offer which is acceptable to them, effectively bringing the auction process forward. The second thing we're here to do is, once I announce that number, is to see whether or not we see further bidding here today. If we do, then we will hold an auction. If we don't, I simply knock the property down to the initiator of that pre-auction offer and the property will be sold at that level. Before we get into the formalities of today, I'd like to firstly acknowledge our sellers and thank them for their choice in agency, for their presentation and their ease of access, and really just to thank them for their choice in agency. We acknowledge that there is choice out there in the marketplace and we thank them for working with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now, I will take some time to introduce you to some of the management and support team that I have working alongside me today. Firstly, Mr. Chris Kennedy, business owner here at Harcourts Gold, also fellow auctioneer. Lovely to have you in the room, Chris. On my left, I have Kyle Sutherland, one of our managers here in the Harcourts Papanui office as well. On my immediate left, I have Rebecca Johansson. Rebecca is here to scribe and record any bids that we may receive this morning, just making sure that I'm on my toes and doing my job correctly. And then behind her is Alana Davey. Alana is driving our computer system here, the presentation that you see up on the screen, and also beaming out to the World Wide Web. So we do have often in excess of 50 or 60 groups or parties watching and tuning in online. So anyone watching online here today, good morning, or good afternoon I should say, to you as well. Now, I know the team at Harcourts Gold will have made all of the documentation for today's auctions available to you, including the limb, the title and the contract from which we work from, which has been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand as well as the Auckland District Law Society. Now, to that contract I take you now. There are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to when it comes to bidding and buying at auction. If you do attend auctions regularly, there may be, or there are in fact, a few changes to what you might see normally in an auction situation, only because we are in a pre-auction or brought forward process here today. Because that start price or that pre-auction offer is at a level that is acceptable to our owners, that effectively becomes our reserve. So what that means from myself is you won't see any vendor bidding placed. I will not be placing any bids on behalf of my owners. I may give you some indication or suggestions in terms of the bidding increments and where the bidding might go, but generally speaking, I'm going to be very happy to take any bids from you good people this morning. I can refuse any bid if I deem it not to be in the best interests of my owner, and if there's any argy-bargy, any dispute with the bidding, we'll just revert to the last undisputed bid and we will move forward from there. Now, at the conclusion of the auction, which is nominated by the gavel coming down to the rostrum in a fashion such as this, should it fall in your favour, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence any celebrations, there are some undertakings which we will get you to complete. Firstly, you will sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of that approved REA guide. Secondly, you'll make payment of a very neat and precise 10% of the purchase price. And thirdly and lastly, complete the GST information as outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, those are the rules of engagement today. Of course, any bidding that we receive, it is cash and it is unconditional. Very shortly, I'll announce the level of that pre-auction offer. I'll let you sit and simmer on that for but a moment, and then from there, we will welcome in any further bidding. Well, 71 Puriri Street has been proudly brought to the market by Harrison Hotman and Cameron Bailey at the back of the room. Great to be working alongside you good gentlemen. You've been looking after our lovely owners, as I said, at number 71 Puriri Street. It's more formally described as being an estate in freehold, some 802 generous square metres, more or less, of that freehold land, made up of lot number 2 on deposit plan 15579, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Harrison, Cameron and the team have made available to each and every one of you. Now, the settlement date, that's set down for the 11th of December of this year, which incidentally is a Friday, so you've got the weekend to move in and make yourself at home and very, very comfortable, I would suggest. The chattels list in Schedule 2, they remain as circulated as advertised, and those further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement being clauses 22 through to 24 inclusive. Well, let's go and take one last look through 71 Puriri Street, a home I had the privilege of viewing and visiting a couple of weeks ago. There's particular pockets of Fendleton that just always appeal, and I would say, in fact, I absolutely would say it, that Puriri Street is one of those. It's just a great little piece of Fendleton there. You're so close to Riccarton Bush, you've got easy access to Riccarton Mall and Riccarton Road into the city as well. You've got supermarkets close by, of course, great schooling. It is just a charming little pocket here in Fendleton. Nestled down that rear section lies some 802 square metres of that very leafy established grounds. This really is your own little escape from reality. Upon it, well, it sits that tastefully renovated 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom family home. This is the place where you're going to create those future family memories. It's a beautiful place to be, tucked away, nice leafy section there, nice and sunny and private for you and the family. There's a mixture of those hard and soft surfaces underfoot, and the kids will, when they grow up, perhaps a little bit older than the wee one in the back corner there, they're going to easily be able to leg it to boys or girls high, depending on their needs. So, educated buying for anyone to see here in Puriri Street. Folks, we've received a pre-auction offer acceptable to our owners at $950,000. 950 is that pre-auction offer. I let you sit over that. Think about your strategy from here, and then I welcome any bidding. Is there perhaps 970 anywhere to kick things off? Do we hold an auction, or do I simply sell for 950? Happy to take your suggestions. 970? 970, welcome in there. And we're officially underway at 970. Good luck to you at 970, and I sell here for the want of a better bid. At 970, the bid now, she comes in and puts 20 on top. Is there 990 anywhere, or perhaps 980 is more comfortable? You tell me. Happy to take your suggestions.
We go 975?
Absolutely, sir, at 975 as well on the retort. Puts forward 5, but it might be the best 5 you've ever spent. First call at 975. Do you say $1 million?
980.
980. I'll stick in the 5s. That's absolutely fine at 980. Strategically done then at 980. Go stroke for stroke then. Moving in the 5s from here. 985, I make the next bid. Would you say? Otherwise, I simply sell here at 980. What about the lovely family over in the corner in interest here? But at $980,000, I sell away to the good lady here. First call. I'll take $1,500 or $2,000 if it helps. Twice the money, otherwise I simply sell here at $980. Won't accept a late bid. Outstanding location here in Puriri Street. Absolutely sure. Can't tempt you back in for $1,000.
982.
982, absolutely at 982. Nicely done then. Puts forward 2 more. Peace offering to the both of you at 98 and 2.
985.
And 985, very good. Puts forward 3 on top at 985, and I sell. Another 2. You said no before. Okay, good to see you still smiling then at 985. Sit tight there, man. First call, and I sell at 98 and 5. Twice the money at 985,000. Another 1,000. Do appreciate the bidding there. Third and final time. Happy to announce 71 Puriri Street. It goes, it goes, it goes. It is sold here. Congratulations. Well bid, well bought to our underbidders. Thank you very much for your participation. All the very best in your property search. I know Harrison and the team will be sure to look after you and get you into something very, very soon. Folks, that wraps up proceedings here. For now, we have another brought forward at the Spirit at 4 p.m. this afternoon. So if you've got any interest in that home, we'll see you there at 4. Thank you. That's all right.